Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cassie, aka Nubian Rock Chick. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a married mother of two and an illustrator in the UK, and this is my studio that I have here at home. It's been a minute guys. I didn't manage to get a video out for the whole of August, maybe a little bit of July. It's been crazy hectic with packing orders, which I am ever so thankful and grateful for. I appreciate you guys so much. It's just been tough trying to manage the children, manage packing everything, manage making new products, manage doing subscriptions and doing all of this type of stuff whilst vlogging and then making time to edit videos, and I'm a little bit long at editing videos, so I apologize for that. I truly miss you guys. I love editing, I love being here with you guys, but my priority at the moment obviously is the shop, because that's obviously what pays the bills, and at the moment YouTube doesn't provide me with any income at all at the moment, so I do it purely for fun and just for talking to you guys, which I love to do. Today is, so maybe I seem a little bit too happy, but today is the first day back of school for my children. There's a lot of measures in place that they have here, so I'm really confident and comfortable that they can go back to school and be safe. So I've just had to drop them off. It was a bit longer than normal dropping off them to school because they have staggered start times, minimising interaction with other families and all of that stuff, and they have to be in their own little bubble with their class, so they're not really going to be meeting up with anyone else. So I'm actually in the studio earlier than normal. As per usual, it's September. I haven't done the calendar, girls, yet, and I would really ideally love to have my calendar out now already. Just the way the cookie crumbles with children and everything, it's just too difficult. Having one person, because for a good couple of months I was just packing orders for myself again during the lockdown. Yeah, it's just been difficult. It's just, I mean, I'm thankful and blessed for all the orders that are coming in, so it keeps me busy, but it means that I haven't got time to do some work, you know, work in advance. So hopefully now the kids are back at school, we're going to have a bit of a better schedule, so hopefully it's going to be a positive improvement and we can get a bit more things going and get the ball rolling in terms of the calendar. But hey guys, we're back. High five, high five. Nice to see you. I hope you're well. If you've got children, have they gone back to school? How do you feel about it? Like I say, I'm feeling really positive, and I'm happy for them to go back because it's a nice change of pace for them. Not because I just want to have my me time, but I just really think that they need this to see their friends. They haven't seen their friends in so long, so I'm happy for them that they've gone back to school so they can have a bit more fun and some change in their life, because it's been a crazy 7-8 months. Got my monitor. I'm waiting. I don't know if I talked to you about it, but my drawing tablet, my Wacom tablet broke. I probably was in a mood and didn't tell you, but my Wacom tablet broke, so that's gone off to the insurance. And I decided to invest in a iPad Pro because I want to use it anyway in general for reading and stuff, and it's been a great help with being my secondary way of being able to edit my pictures. I have received my replacement tablet, my drawing tablet. Yes, I did purchase an iPad because I wanted to invest in it, and I've used it for multiple things, but I really do love using a Wacom tablet and I love the functions of it. So the insurance came back saying that they couldn't fix my tablet and that they're paying me out for the tablet, and I have slightly upgraded and got this. It is a Wacom Cintiq or Wacom Cintiq 22 inch. It's not the Pro version because they're quite costly. All their drawing tablets are quite costly, to be honest. So I opted not to get a Pro version because it's like over £1,000. Plus I do have the iPad Pro, which I just invested in, so I didn't want to go crazy on spending extra money where it wasn't necessary, because although I do like to draw digitally, I mainly draw in watercolour. So since I'm not a 100% digital artist, I thought I wouldn't go and spend so much money on getting a top of the line Wacom Cintiq when I have an iPad Pro. Now, for the mobility of drawing hands-free whenever I want, but I still do love the Wacom abilities. So once you open the box, it's quite easy to get out. You didn't just hear that bang, you didn't hear it. Guys, this is a heavy piece of equipment. Heavy. Wow. I'm talking, you're gonna need to work out to lift this. My screen is a 27-inch screen. This is 22-inch. So 1 second, let me just show you. So it's kind of eclipsing that screen. I'm going to put it side to side so you can kind of see. That is it kind of paired next to it. I haven't taken the dust sheet off yet, but that is it next to it. It's almost like another screen basically, which it is. It's another monitor, but it's just as big as that 27-inch. It's doubling up as a extra monitor. So when I am editing with Final Cut Pro or something, that would be very, very handy. I bought this smaller iPad Pro. I know I could have purchased the bigger one, but I thought about it and I knew I was going to be getting my Cintiq replaced again, so I opted for the smaller one. Okay, so I have the 10-inch, 11-inch. I'll put it on the screen what one I have. I have the small one because I want it to be very portable. I'm going to be using it as my Kindle reader, and if I want to take it out when I'm out in the car. So I didn't want it something too big. The bigger ones than this obviously have a bigger drawing work surface, so that is a Pro. And I have to say, coming from using the iPad Pro, the first edition, I think it was the first edition with the Apple Pencil, the previous generation Apple Pencil, this is a much better experience drawing. I hated using the iPad Pro before and the Apple Pencil. That's why I always stuck to my Cintiq, but this has improved a lot, and I'm really liking it, especially now it has Studio Click Paint on there. I'll just show you for size comparison the one that I'm using mobily to take around the house, and this one which is going to be sitting on my desk. You've got to, if you want to have a Cintiq or drawing tablet, you've got to have the table real estate for your tablet to sit on it, because it's big, especially the 22-inch. The size I had before was a 13-inch. It served me very well. I was contemplating getting a 16-inch, but I decided to opt for the 22-inch because I do like to have the desktop real estate on my screen. I find that when I'm using it, all the menus and stuff are getting in my way, and it reduces the size of your drawing space. Also, I like to do expressive arm movements when I draw, and you know, I just like to draw on a bigger space, especially when because I draw on A4 size paper mainly, which is, to be honest, I would love it to be bigger, but I can't draw anything bigger than that on paper because I only have an A4 scanner, so I'm limited. So you have your standard cables, HDMI, power supply, the infamous Wacom pen, a thing to put on the side of your tablet, and a little booklet. So what I don't like about Wacoms are the wires. I wish it was a bit more wire free, hands free, so because I like to draw really close to me and I don't like seeing all the wires on my desk. But you know, it's a big thing, so you've got to power it somehow. And obviously they do have a mobile device which is very expensive, and their Pro line which has less cables, I think, but it's very costly. Okay guys, so we've plugged everything in. Now for the moment of truth. Let's press this bad boy on, or bad girl. Oh yes, it's coming on. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we have her on the table. This is so much bigger than my last one. I do like to have my desk very free from clutter. I want to start doing more digital, and having that extra space on the screen is going to help so much for me personally. And like I say, I definitely will be using that for when I'm editing videos and whatnot. I can't push it back and have it flush on the desk like I can here. This is a beautiful amount of space to draw on. I feel very spoiled. It does have anti-glare, but my office is a office full of light, so it still is a little bit glary. I'm going to work on changing some of the settings to see if I can improve on that. And like I said, I might get the anti-glare thing to go over it. Quick tip, which is not really a tip, I'm sure everyone knew this apart from me, but when I've been working on two screens, I always found it very difficult trying to drag over the screen into the other window, and sometimes the tool settings wouldn't drag over and I couldn't figure out how to do it. But I just quickly googled. What you need to do is you need to get the program to open up fully on the other screen, and what you need to do is go to your application, and then you need to go to options, and then you need to select which desktop you want it on. So what that does, it makes the whole application open up on that one screen. That is a game changer for me, because I like to sometimes watch things or listen to stuff or have something else on the other screen and draw on the tablet or edit on the tablet. And I was just finding it really frustrating, especially on this iPad, which is what I was using in the interim when I didn't have the drawing tablet, and I found it quite annoying because I'd want to have all the certain things on here to quickly access. Anyway, this is like a jumbled random review, but let me go back to this and then somehow I will smush it all together properly. I am loving this. As I said, I work in an office with loads of a studio with loads of windows, so it's very difficult to see the screen sometimes, but with the addition of the stand, I have been able to fully get this to stand up so I can draw. Oh, you can see that I'm a little bit spoiled because I've been using the iPad Pro, so I was trying to pinch and zoom. How many times have you guys, if you're an artist and you draw on paper, pinch and zoom on the piece of paper thinking you could reduce the size? But anyway, so I've just quickly set up some of the buttons. I'm liking it. Let's get the pencil. So it's very responsive. I like that I can get some big expressive movement. The surface is much better than the old Cintiq. The other one was very shiny, and I found that quite annoying, especially in this room with so much windows. So I'm happy for the improved surface. When you do have these coatings, it's got some kind of coating on the here, anti-glare. It does dull the screen a bit. I didn't opt for the Pro because it has a fan apparently, and it gets quite hot, and I've already got a air conditioning, the washing machine on, and all sorts of things, people in the background, so I didn't want to add something else into the background when I'm working and I'm trying to talk to you guys. But I am loving this. I was concerned that getting the base model and not the Pro, that the resolution would bother me, but for my needs this is perfect. If you are an artist that does complete a lot of detail, you may want to get the Pro version and spend a bit more money because they do have better resolution. But I know I've just drawn a bunch of lines and you might not see them very well, but for me that is fine. That is more than adequate. I can use this really well. I'm enjoying it, guys. I've just drawn a load of crap on there. This is my current setup at the moment. I don't like that it's not symmetrical on my desk anymore, because I loved that the monitor was in the middle, then I had my little fancy things at the side. But nevertheless, it is still a cool setup, and it's given me an extra monitor. And with the investment that I made in my iPad with Sidecar, with the Apple Sidecar, you can now, let me show you. Okay, you can now connect your iPad to your computers and add your iPad as another screen. What I thought I would do was show you a little bit. I look a little bit tired. I'm not that tired, guys. I feel pretty good. I'm still getting up early in the mornings. I don't know why I look a bit tired. What I thought I would do this morning is show you a little bit how I was using my iPad to help me continue to do my editing and work with my normal flow as usual, while my Wacom tablet was away being fixed, or away being not repaired. I was using it several ways, so I don't know if the older versions of iPads had this, but you can connect to servers now. What I have done in the studio is have all my computers connected together on a server. So what that means for me is that I have a hard drive. I don't keep my art files on my computer physically. I have a hard drive that is also backed up on another place, but I have my hard drive that I can take out. And what I wanted to do, as I have my sister here working with me, is that I wanted to have access to the files when I'm over on a different computer, or wherever I am in the studio, without having to keep taking off the external hard drive and moving it around. Mac Mini is my main computer, and it acts as a server with the hard drive attached, and people can access it. And now, whether that was something you could do before, now you can access files on a server from your iPad. Okay, so a few of the ways I was working on my iPad while my Wacom tablet was away. To edit files, I downloaded the program that I like to use, which is Studio Clip Paint. But once you go into your file open the program that you want, it allows you to browse the locations where you can get your documents from. There's 3 dots up in the corner that you press, and you just connect to your server, and you need to input the all the necessary information there to connect to your main server. So I would open the file on there and connect to my server and edit, and then press save, and then it will save back down to... Okay, so I'm opening up a file on here. It's taken a little bit of time. So yeah, you have that factor of it not being as instant as it would be when you're connected with your Wacom or Wacom. Come on, guys, tell me, what is it? Wacom? Wacom. With the Wacom tablet. Okay, so it's loading. It's taken a bit of a while. And obviously factors like internet speed can play a part in how fast these things load up. Okay, so that took forever. Okay, so the pros on this: the resolution is very good, the pencil is very responsive. It's very responsive. You can pinch to zoom and do all of that and get around. However, the cons are that obviously the size of space that you actually get to work on is very small, and I found it quite annoying that the dashboards were quite minimized, and it would just take up space when I'm trying to work. But in a pinch, this was very good. Another way to work, as I said, is with the Sidecar. Simply select the Sidecar and connect it, and it gives you another screen. What I will say though is when that happens, the resolution is compromised, but it is another way to work and gives you a way to work like the Wacom tablet. I keep saying Wacom. And now I can use my mouse over here, but I can also use my pencil. A tablet is a stationary item. You can't be moving it around, especially the 22-inch. It's very difficult to move around, but I am happy to have a tablet back again because that suits me really well. I'm always at my desk. I need the extra space when I'm working, and I really feel like I really want to get back into drawing some more digital again, so I want to get some more practice in that. But I do love having an iPad Pro with that pencil. I'm really amazed how improved the pencil has become, and I'm glad that I got it, and I use it for personal use a lot, so I'm happy I made that investment. Fresh trim, looking a bit more together. So I have done a lot of the girls. I am on November and December, you probably can't see. And I've also purchased this book. I've been buying loads of books recently. I've been reading lots of audio books, reading lots of Kindle ebooks, and I've got a few fictional books to read. What have I got? I've got like a graphic comic book novel and I think the last one in the Twilight Saga series. So I'm reading that because I love those and I love the films. But I love development books, educational books, and all things like that. I listened to the audible of this one and I really liked it, but it has some teachables, if you like, some tasks that you have to do within the book. I wanted to have the actual book in hand so I can kind of write in it and have it there. I do like to write things down digitally, but I just thought it'd be nice to have like pencil and paper and to actually write in the actual book, so I can like highlight and do all that type of stuff, all that good stuff. Did I say to you, my sister has now joined the Nubian Rock Check studio full time. She's currently like having like a mini holiday before she properly starts, but she's actually going to be working here full time, so it is a little bit, a tiny bit nerve-wracking because now I have to worry about someone else's well-being in terms of their paycheck. So it is really scary, guys, but I've made the decision to invest in my business. I take less of a cut, and I think investing in someone to actually help will help me be able to create more of the art that I want to make, create more art that you guys want to see, and the kind of products that you actually want, and get things out in more of a timely fashion. At Nubian Rock Check, we are very fast at shipping, and I really want to keep up with that. And the increase of orders over the past year have meant that it has been impossible for me to do all myself and still create at the same time, and it really makes me feel sad that I can't keep up with the pace of creating. And I just want to create things that I'm inspired by and that I love first and foremost, and then that you guys will love too, that comes from my heart, and I've put more love and energy into it. So I don't like the idea of rushing my art. I want to take time, I want to improve as well, and I can't do that if I'm constantly trying to pack orders. But I don't want the quality to slip in terms of orders going out. I want you guys to receive the best packages as possible. So I've made the decision to invest some money and having someone here to help me do those things and do other things so I can spend more time. I mean, just the fact that I've had her here helping me a couple of days a week has helped me do the calendar. Imagine how behind I would be on the calendar if I was trying to get all the orders out myself. It would just be a nightmare. So granted, I would have loved to have my calendar done earlier, but this is what my aim is for next year, that with help I can actually do it on time. But we're in a good place. I mean, I'm not going to try and stress myself out. I'm doing the best I can, and I think it's important for my mental health that I don't build anxiety around building the calendar, and do the best I can and hopefully you guys will love it. I mean, gosh, making a big mess here. I genuinely love this year's calendar. I've had a bit more time to make it instead of rushing, and I feel like it's my best calendar so far, so I'm really loving it. Good morning everyone. It is a Monday in the studio and the date is the 7th of December. I know I've been away for a long time. I have been recording stuff, but I've just been so ridiculously busy that I haven't been able to edit vlogs and do any of that, because the support from you guys have been amazing, which has meant that I have been really busy in the studio. It was also my birthday and all sorts of things, and it just made it impossible to try and record and edit a video for you guys, and I miss you guys so dearly, because I love talking to you. I got the new calendar in, which would have saw in some of the previous vlogs me starting to draw some of these, and this is the finished results. In fact, I would have done a flick through, but do you know what? Let me insert the actual video now. So that is my 2021 calendar. It was another labour of love. I am going to be starting, I say this every year, it earlier next year because it's just too stressful. There were a lot of little hiccups in creating this one, so it took longer in terms of that aspect. But yeah, I'm starting earlier next year. But there's a little bit of a switcheroo around the back, because we're always working to try and find better ways for this studio space to work for us, because it is very small, and to be honest we are growing out of it, but it is within my house, so it helps with costs, and I don't think it's the right thing to do to invest in a studio just yet. So we're always trying to make this space work for us, but this morning we've got a lot to do, but I'm going to focus on cleaning, because when I clean this studio I always have a clear head, then I can focus on for the day. That's it guys, we've made it to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to upload more vlogs soon. I'll catch you on the next one.